Hello all, and we're back because we watched the No Mercy, which was, anyways. So from what you watched, because you weren't that involved in it, but and then we'll go over it like bit by bit. But what did you think overall? Did you like it, or were you bored, or?
I enjoyed 2 or 3 matches. Like a half 50-50. I kind of like some of them. I didn't like a lot of them.
I thought the show was pretty good. I don't know. Maybe
that's like exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it was pretty good.
Okay, so we only saw the last 5 minutes or so of the Elias and Apollo Crews match, right? From what I saw, it looked like it was okay. It was there. Then show opened. We got The Miz, who's not your favorite, versus Jason Jordan, who you really don't care for.
No, because he's not his real son. That you don't mess with a family like that. You don't do that.
But it's all make believe, anyways.
But you don't do that.
Okay.
I was getting all teary-eyed, and they're like, he's an no. I don't like him anyways. He's just like, I don't know why. He's like.
Would you like him better if he wasn't like portrayed as his son, as Kurt Angle's son?
No, I still don't care about him.
Okay.
He's not a person. He's just a person.
He's just a person?
Just a person.
Okay.
To fill in time and matches.
This is true. When fans are cheering The Miz and they're not cheering the face, there's a problem. So the whole dynamic was way off. The match was actually pretty good, but it was just really weird. So it was just kind of there, I guess. And then we had Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to the match with The Miz. My mom made a comment and said whenever someone lifts them up, like when he lifted him up when he was like standing up,
when he did the standing,
suplex. When they do that, the person that's like upside down looks so much taller than they actually are. Like The Miz is short, but they made him look like tall.
Okay.
It was hilarious. Okay, sorry.
So then we had Finn Balor. Who you like, Finn Balor?
Oh yes, I love Finn Balor. He's a demon. I have his sleeves. I want to look at his sleeves.
And then versus Bray Wyatt. You don't really like Bray Wyatt. I like his shirt.
He's a creepo.
But it looks like a
no.
Cthulhu. Yes. Okay. Anyways, this match was good.
I only like Cthulhu when he's on those pins because he looks cute and innocent. Like that Cthulhu is freaking creepy. He's like stalking you. He's just like.
But that's what Cthulhu's supposed to do.
No.
Okay. I'm sure they want to hear about Cthulhu. Anyways, match was good. I liked it. It was, for what it was probably the best Bray match in forever. Because it was a match and Bray actually was kind of working to it, and you had Finn, and Finn looked like he was actually like working. So that worked. What did you think?
Bray Wyatt's hair bugs the poop out of me.
It's supposed to.
He's not black. His hair looks dirty. And when he does that like upside down crawly thing, okay, like when girls wrestle, they look graceful. Like when they fall, they look graceful. He does that same thing. He kind of looks like when he falls, he doesn't go. He just goes or something.
Okay. Okay. Then we had Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Yep.
You kind of like Seth Rollins.
I like Dean more. Okay. Seth was a real poopy head.
Okay. And then Sheamus and Cesaro.
He got his teeth knocked out.
Yep.
Oh, it wasn't supposed to happen. Like his 2 front teeth came out. It's like everything was just bloody, and it was just like, I don't have a thing with like blood. It's just it looks so painful. Cause he just like. And it looks like you could tell that it was for real knocked out.
Yep.
Like,
There was a picture
oh
on the
my
internet. I just
God.
didn't show you. It was all like,
Yeah, they weren't knocked out, but like they were like chopped in half or something, or like broken in half. Oh, do you think he swallowed it?
no, I don't think so. I think he spit it out. But anyways,
With blood.
yeah, this was probably, my opinion, the best match of the show.
It was pretty good. It was long.
It was
pretty
long. It was very, 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 very great. Is what this match was. I like tag team wrestling, so
good.
I like this. I like everyone involved. It was really fun. Shows what you can do when you do tag team matches. Which, you know, I mean, I don't know. Are there other promotions that do tag teams and 6-mans and 8-mans?
I don't like
10-mans on like a normal basis, and it works because it does everything you want without like killing the matches that you want to put on. I don't know, but anyways.
Oh my God, you're so different on the camera. Sheamus and Cesaro. I know they've been like a thing for a while, but I don't like them together. They're just weird. Like they have nothing in common.
But they're better together than they were when they were apart.
Yeah, and
That's the thing.
the thing how they
And I really like Cesaro, so I don't want Cesaro to go back to what he was before the tag team.
and I used to like Sheamus.
I know. Okay.
Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. When I heard that they were tag teaming, that made me kind of happy, but at the same time, not happy because what Seth Rollins did to Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I
But
can't
that's
say
why.
that word. But like how, like when he got kicked, like when he wasn't with Triple H anymore, because him and Triple H were a thing, and then he tried to survive on his own, and he failed. He's like, "Ooh, if I can guilt trip
that's
Dean
what-
Ambrose
but
into
that's-
being my friend again."
But that's why they did the whole Dean Ambrose thing, where it was like it took forever because Dean didn't trust him. He didn't trust him. He didn't trust him. He didn't trust him. He didn't trust him.
And Roman still doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they didn't they do the thing where they asked Roman to do it, and he said, "Heck no."
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad
Anyway.
he said no.
Anyways, so then you had the women's match.
Yeah. I drew a picture for y'all. It's a poopy picture.
Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax
Yeah.
versus Emma versus Bayley.
Bagley.
Bayley.
Sucks. Bailey.
Bayley.
Bailey.
Sasha Banks. All for the women's title. You don't like Sasha Banks either?
Sasha. Okay.
I thought you liked Sasha Banks.
Was she the black one? Like the one with the black one? Okay, yeah, I do like her. I got mixed up with someone. Shut up. Okay.
Yes.
Can I see my picture now?
Now let's talk about the match and then we can show you the picture.
Fine. I drew a poopy picture.
So what did you think of the match?
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't. Of course, he's going to disagree with me because he disagrees with me on everything, especially in matches. You should see him in the world. Of course, I'm gonna idolize Nia Jax. You know, I love her. But when you add all the main tiny girls together, and then you add Nia, it's just like it doesn't mesh. It doesn't mesh together because before Nia it was like all skinny tiny girls, and then you add Nia, it's like
because they're supposed to be like athletic.
I know. But how they knocked her off though, that was like what?
Well, they had to get rid of her.
I know, and even though I love her, if I was in there, I would have gotten rid of her because she's one of the strongest, most powerful girls.
Did you like the double Samoan drop that she did? Yeah, it's pretty cool. You did.
Because like they both came out and she was just like, boom. She is very powerful. She shows how powerful she is every match. Then I'm surprised she didn't win.
Are you done?
No. The girl who walked out with it, I called her Harley Quinn. I said, if you take Bayley, Poop, and Harley Quinn and mesh them together, that's what you get.
That's Alexa Bliss.
I know. She sucks. And apparently her and Nia were like acquaintances or whatever for a while. And then whenever she was like, but Nia's a poof out.
You're crazy. Okay.
You're just never realizing this.
Yes. Okay, so are you done?
Ooh, that, like 3 girls, you know, like did the triangle thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about?
What do you mean the triangle thing?
Like they all like held hands and then like they pushed him down. I think it was like a thing to like.
When they were doing like this stupid test of strength looking thing.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. That looked really stupid. And Nia had the girl with pigtails and the pink highlights. That girl that won the match. She had her on her shoulders, and then she used her as like a battering ram to knock. What was her name? Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha off. You can see Sasha like climbing on.
But
It bugs me
okay.
because WWE needs to make it look more realistic. I know they're doing their best, but they seriously need to like get some advice.
But when I show you more realistic stuff, you don't like it.
Because it's dumb. It's not fun.
Whatever.
What happened to your computer?
It just froze because we hadn't touched it. Anyway.
That just like happens. Can I see my picture now?
Can I talk first? Then you can show me the picture.
Fine.
So I thought this was really good, especially for a women's match. I thought they booked it pretty well. I don't know why Bayley lost. I don't know why you brought her back lost, but
Bayley sucks.
You liked Bayley before, though.
No, I
Yes.
didn't. I never. I liked Bayley until I found out how she wrestled. How, like, I stopped liking her when I found out like how she wrestled.
Like, what do you mean?
Like
she kept losing?
Yeah. And
no, you're proving a point and you don't realize it. That's the thing. You're proving a point and you're not realizing it.
Let me finish.
Okay. Because let me ask you something. Do you think most, I'm not saying girls your age, probably the younger than you, do you think they would like Bayley probably?
No.
Why? Stop.
Sunshine, Rainbow, Lollipops, Gumdrops. Is that a song? I want to
Yes,
hear the song.
it is.
Now, I guess she would be fine if she had changed her attitude, changed her outfits and her routine. Like, how those like thingies pop up, like when she comes out, that's just like, okay.
But that's just not for you. Okay. Anyways, you can show your picture now.
Yay! I don't know if you can see it. I Sharpied like.
So you can see.
Oh, that's much better. Okay, so I drew this picture, and it's a very poopy picture. It's just like a sketch, but it's Nia Jax showing that she has muscle, body, and thighs. Thighs is mostly a lot. Like, I like that she has thighs, because I have thighs. And then Bayley's over there with, like, no muscle. And I drew, like, her little thingies, but, like, dead. And I drew Nia Jax's symbol, or whatever, Nia Jax, and then I drew the girl's Sunshine. I don't like her symbol, though, because that's, like, a little miss, little mister, little mister, little miss.
It's supposed to be, because that's who she's supposed to be, like.
No!
Okay.
No.
Calm down.
No.
Okay, so then we had John Cena versus Roman Reigns.
Yes. Ah!
Let's put it up here.
No!
What'd you think of that match?
He made me decide before the match who I was rooting for, because with me, I'm not, I don't care who wins, or I hope they both win. Sometimes.
You like both of them, though. That was the
point.
I
like the end. How John Cena said that I don't respect you. And then after the match, when Roman Reigns won, he said, I respect you. And you could see that they both did a thing. I thought I liked how, I mean, even though John Cena looks like he wins a lot of matches, he normally starts the match and he's like on the bottom rank, and you barely think he's gonna get up and win, and then he gets up and wins. You know, you just expect that with John Cena. Okay. And I know I can see you, right? I have eyeballs.
I'm aware.
I see the camera. Okay. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to to the whole match. Honest, I didn't think I would stay up this late. I have picture to get tomorrow. I was just drawing in my sketchbook. But the parts I did see, it was a lot of back and forth. Like John Cena was on top, then Roman was on top, then John, then Roman. And I don't like how they do that. I mean, I like it, but I don't think that's what every single match should be. You know, it's always like, oh, I'm on top of you. Oh no, you did a super cool move on me, so now you're on top. And then just go back and forth until someone finally pins and gives out. And I don't like that. It just seems like boring and dull because they do that in like every match.
Done? Okay. It was really good, I would say. I wouldn't say it's great. I would say it was really good. Unlike her, you know, I would say Roman pretty much dominated most of the match, which I thought was not the right way to do it.
It was the best way to do it.
Let me talk.
No.
And then you'll understand what I'm saying. Since Roman has a problem with people not liking him.
You mean like booing, everyone but me?
Yes, and booing him. The best, because you didn't understand what I meant when I said this.
Aren't most people booing him because he beat The Undertaker?
No.
I thought that's why everyone was booing him.
Do you not know what he did?
No, I don't think so.
He in most people's mind, when Daniel Bryan was still wrestling, he took Daniel Bryan's spot.
Oh, see, that doesn't bother me. It really doesn't.
But you like Daniel Bryan.
I used to like Daniel Bryan. That's what happened to him, and he stopped wrestling.
Why?
Because I don't want to have to see Daniel Bryan on like a reality TV show to see what he's up to.
But would you like to see him wrestle?
Yeah, he probably gets butt kicked.
Whatever. They're like killing me. They're killing me. Anyways, so he dominated most, which I don't think was the right thing because I think it just cemented everything that people don't like about Roman Reigns even more, and then him winning even cemented it more, and then the whole thing with John Cena. We'll see what the thing happens with John Cena. If it was me, I would have John come out tomorrow, be like, I'm leaving, and then have Samoa Joe show up and go, no, you're not. And we go from there. But we will see. But anyways, match was pretty good.
We've already had a lot of stuff with those two. Why do we have to have
John Cena, Samoa Joe? No, you have not. You had one thing. No, you're not even no. I'll be nice up until now. I don't think so.
Calm down. You're gonna wake the babies over there.
Okay, stop. Shh. Okay. So then we had Neville versus Enzo.
Oh, right. I liked Enzo better when he had that tall jumbo freak with him. Oh my god, but when he was wearing a Beetlejuice costume, that cracked me up. I'm like with his hair though, the color of it, and if he just like messed it up, I could have seen that. I don't know why though. Even the like announcers like, why the heck is he wearing a Beetlejuice costume? You can count on him to wear the most craziest outfits. But I watched Beetlejuice lately. Like I firstly watched it, and it was awesome. I'm watching it.
I didn't like the match. We'll see where everything goes. He was booked as a joke champion. I guess that's okay. I guess if you book him as like everyone's like killing themselves to get matches with him. Just a second. Getting matches with him, and then somehow he does fluke wins. Maybe that would help the division, but I don't think so. It's just like, who cares? Yes.
Okay, so I love how he got the belt, and the referee put it back, and then he kicked the other guys in the balls, and then he pinned them, and the referee didn't see a thing. Those referees seem really thick in the head.
They're supposed to be thick in the head. They're supposed to be stupid.
They are stupid.
Then we had
like it was kind of obvious. Like why would he's too weak to run. Did you just fart? God, I hate you.
Stop.
He was too weak to run all the way up there, like up to the ramp and leave, like stealing the belt. Like, it was kind of obvious, like, what is he doing with the belt? He can't break it. What is he gonna do? It was kind of obvious though when I saw. I was like,
You can stop.
So yeah.
Nothing. Stop. Okay, so then we had Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman, which was kind of yes, but it was like it was booked like the Joe match. I think people who saw it didn't really understand what I was saying. It was booked like the Joe match, but it wasn't as good as the Joe match. And it was like, why did you do this to Braun Strowman, who you've done a great and wonderful job with, and then you just had. I can understand doing it with Joe because Joe was just kind of there, but why would you do it with Braun, who you've built up and you've done all this stuff, unless they're just like, we don't care anymore, and they're just like absolutely tone deaf.
I liked how his manager said it was like monster against beast,
Mm-hmm.
and then I feel like he doesn't believe in monsters, but Braun Strowman
Mm-hmm. Is one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like him. Like.
You don't like who?
Braun Strowman.
You don't like Braun Strowman because he beat up Roman. That's why you don't like Braun Strowman. You also don't like Paul Heyman, which is like.
Which was that?
That's Brock's manager.
I used to call him Ponytail Man until I cut off his ponytail.
Whatever. Anyways. Okay, we're done.
No, we're not.
Why are we not done?
Peace.
Okay, now we're done. Later.
Bye.